The American Civil War was fought between the North and the South states. That was also known as the Union and the Confederate sides. It lasted from 1861 to 1865. That triggered the election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860. And Abraham Lincoln wanted to end slavery and keep the Union together.
Andersonville Prison.
Da-da-da.
Andersonville Prison, originally named Camp Sumter, was located in Andersonville, Georgia.
As we all know, is filled with sweet peaches. This dude is General William T. Sherman. He was the leader of the prison. Camp Sumter was built to hold 10,000 prisoners, but instead it was jammed with over 32,000 enlisted men from the Union side.
It was an open-air stockade with 20 feet high log walls, and it was also 26 acres, horribly overcrowded, and conditions became more intolerable.
Prisoners would bathe and also rehydrate in sewer water. The lack of sanitation would allow the men to be vulnerable to disease like dysentery, scurvy, and malaria.